Okay, let's go back to understand historically. Let's go back. You might be knowing this industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. Now we are into the 5.0. How many of you know all this? Please raise your hands. Why I am more into interactive type guy, so I'm not more into the stereotype presentation. More like how you will respond, I will respond accordingly with the next steps. Okay. So how many of you know this? Okay, let me try to give one essence to this. When we say industrial age, is like steam engine. Just go back. Go to the list. Yeah. So when I say industrial age, it is like 1760 to 1840. It is basically when the steam engine came and the industrialization happened. It is like industry 1.2. And when I say industry 2.2, yeah, it is like 1870 to 1940 when the mass production happened. Particularly, it accelerated when the Henry Ford come up with the conveyor lines in 1920, and the you might be knowing the modern we put into the conveyor and the productivity has gone up to 3 times, and the cost has gone down up to the 3 times. So that is what you people were saying, like upgrade yourself technologically, bring innovation. So at that time it was future. So but if you see in the industry 1.2, we were under Mughal. So we actually lost the wars. And industry 2.0 also we were under British. So we lost the wars. Okay, and when we are into the industry 3.0, it is majorly automation and your sensor-based technologies. At that time also, they are not completely lost the wars, but we were not so much capable in terms of money, technology, PC. So that we were not there exactly. But still, the intellectuals from India, they are evolved, immersed, and they are not only ruling in this, sensors, automation, and the computers in India, but outside India also they are ruling. That means we have intellectuals, the present over here, with lot many adversity also they could go beyond. Okay, and we are in industry 4.0. It is an overlapping between the industry 4.0 and 5.0. The situation where we are in. So in industry 4.0, there are 9 riders. I am not taking the session on industry 4.0. Your faculties will take the session, but guys, trust me. When industry 4.0, is coming, it is threatening a lot of jobs. At the same time, it is creating a huge number of jobs. How? Because the technology is replacing the stereotype hard work type jobs. It is bringing, your artificial intelligence. How many of you use ChatGPT? Good. So how many of you know the prompt engineering to use the ChatGPT? Prompt engineering. So if you are using ChatGPT for sake of ChatGPT, it may not give you the result. You need to understand the importance of prompt engineering. So if you have not studied the prompt engineering, please go and study, do research about the prompt engineering, so that you could able to exactly get what you wish. Right? So that is making our life easy. In fact, with prompt engineering, it will further make our life easier. Yes, similarly, the robots, the collaborative robots, that is robots, okay, and AR, VR, cyber security, okay, and augmented reality, right? So all these things are combining and making our life easy, but at the same time, it is bringing a lot of disruption in our lives. That is the reason why Industry 5.0 is coming in. It is majorly more into the human-centric workplace. Okay, so basically, this talking about the resilient, human-centric, and sustainable workplace. That is the reason why all the industries they are working around all the SDG goals, 17 SDG goals. We are working on that. Then creating the human-centric. In my presentation, you will be finding around these lines. Basically, resilient is something, we need to be resilient. Means nobody can make you resilient. It has to be your innate. You need to practice it again and again so that you can be resilient. And by nature, Indians are resilient. See, one way we have a technology which is helping us, but we should not slave of those technologies. We are the one who need to actually create this technology. Somebody asked me in one of my talk, we'll activate that is with industry. So that in the end of the talk, somebody asked, will artificial intelligence take my job? I said, artificial intelligence cannot able to take your job. But somebody knows better use of artificial intelligence will definitely take your job. Okay, so that is the reason why we need to be resilient. Okay, yes. Sir. So this is something I wish to talk about with all of you. So to have a Vikasit Bharat in 2047, we need to have certain pillars. So in my view, there are 7 pillars, and the foundation is like good governance, and the roof is definitely culture and heritage, which we got. We Indians are known for our culture and heritage, and the bottom has to be like the foundation has to be good governance. And we need to work on this economic and economic diversification. I will be speaking about economic diversification and education and skills more in my talk. In the upcoming slides about the infrastructure development. If you see India, then anyone how much kilometers or how many kilometers we are making in terms of the road infrastructure every day. It is almost 250 kilometers we are making every day. We are almost contributing to 90,000 kilometer roads annually. And railway close to 4,000 kilometers every year. Similarly, in terms of your port and in terms of your airports and your water transport, every year we are adding 5 to 10 ports every year. So the country is not only developing in the terms of physical infrastructure, also digital infrastructure. You just see our UPI. How many people got converted from from the common cash to the digital cash, right? So talking about the infrastructure development, smart cities, the 100 smart city project which Government of India initiated. With respect to time, you will seeing how cities are getting developed. And I came from Delhi. Delhi is getting cleaner and cleaner every day. Yamuna is getting cleaner. Ganga is getting cleaner. So in infrastructure, definitely the government is focusing a lot. And national security. Talking about the national security, India is very phenomenal in terms of national security. Though world ranking we are fourth position at this moment, but our military is considered as the number two, and we need to understand. Uh, the country is surrounded by two countries with the borders are not secured. So we have to focus a lot. At the same time, it is always been talk of the country that we have 2.5 enemy. So two from the outside and point 0.5 is from the within country. So definitely the country needs to work on national security. At the same time, global integration. India chaired the G20 this year itself. So guys, see, these are the enablers. People are accepting our diplomacy, right? So basically, by integrating our country, our IT professionals they are ruling. They are. If you are finding, among the top 50 CEOs, you will finding are Indians. That means the acceptance of Indians are there. The other day, somebody was talking about automobile industry, and in automobile industry, the talk was like you know there are couple of manufacturers they are doing great in African countries. That means acceptance of Indian product is there. So anybody from India can do business over there, right? So if the ancestors of people in pharma and IT service sector are there globally, that means you are the people who can be accepted globally. Am I making my point here? Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? Yeah, thank you. If people are accepting India, that means you are the talent. You know, in 2047, some of you will be like CEOs in those countries. Huge opportunity in hand, and sustainable development. See, in G20 summit also the government was very much focused about the sustainability. You know, every company, if you enter to every company, they are working into the sustainability. And I always give credit to the liberalization policy. So prior to 1990, the poverty was almost over 50%. Now it is being reduced to 20%. That means we have worked into that. And in innovation and technology, so very recently we have proved it. Chandrayaan 3, Gaganyaan, the country is doing great, but a lot needs to be done. Okay, who will be doing it? The question is, who will be doing it till 2047? By the way, who will be doing it? You will be doing it. Fantastic. So all of you, please raise the hands. Please raise the hands and just say, I will be doing it. You will be only doing it. Nobody else will do it for you. Right? So the pillars will be there, the roof will be there, the foundation will be there, the roof will be there, but you will be only doing it. Nobody else will do it for you. Yeah, that's it. So okay, let me show you certain data. So when I say economic diversification, so again it is a top. Post independence, tell anyone how many years it took India becoming $1 trillion economy? Anyone? I do not know whether Professor Vishal is having some surprise gifts for them or not. So, how many years it took us to becoming $1 trillion economy? So, guys, it's very important for all of you to know. I'm told that there are management students also. So, please do research. So, it took 60 years time. It took 60 years time to becoming $1 trillion economy. And from $1 trillion to $2 trillion economy, tell anyone how many years it took? It's only 10 years. It only took 10 years to becoming $2 trillion economy. And you know, in 2010, we are the number 9 country, having close to $2 trillion economy, $1.7 trillion economy. And you know, at present, we are world's 5th economy. We are standing at $3.8 trillion economy. Okay, and by the way, we have surpassed UK, France, Russia, Canada, and big countries, developed countries. So our economy supremacy is there. But how to convert that into per capita income, that's the challenge. Can tell anyone where we will be in 2047? You are talking about the developed country. Okay? If you are talking about the developed country, we need to be a developed nation in terms of economy as well. Any idea where we will be in 2047? Okay, let me put another question. I'm sorry, I'm putting a lot of questions to the students. So what is the per capita income in India? Annual per capita income. I'm just trying to provoke the thoughts. If you are in management, you have to study. If you are a student, you have to do. And you said you have ChatGPT with you. Google Bard also you have with you. Okay, anyway. So next slide, please. We'll be coming to that. But before that, just try and understand. We have a benefit of demographic dividend. How? So when I talk about the demographic dividend, that means we have people who are able to work, so our dependency ratio is less, and people who are into the working group. Okay, so we have this for 37 years. That is from 2018 till 2055. So we have this age, and 69% of our population is youth, and they are into the working class. Until 2050, our country will be contributing towards 61% of the global youth as a working class. Okay. So when I say working, it is not only doing a job. It is also providing employment opportunity to others as entrepreneurs. Because we have youth, more than 50% of our youth, our population is below 25. That itself is giving us, the age over others. Have I made my points clear? Okay, by the way, how many of you are below 25 here? Over you. Below 25 age. Below 25 age group. See, almost 90% is. That is strength of our country. Another strength of our country. Thank you. And another strength of our country is, I have visited a lot of countries. I have seen they do not know, they do not understand English. So how many of you understand English? Please raise hand. See, more than 90% of people they are understanding English. So these are our strength, and this is our youth. So who can stop us from becoming, superpower in terms of economy? You are the one who will be bringing innovation and the technology. So yeah. So let me put it this way. At present, the per capita income is $2,000 income. Okay, $2,000 is the per capita annual income. Okay, we're making it clear. Average per capita annual income. Okay? That is $2,000. And by 2047, it's projected that it will be like $20,000. So if India will grow 6.5% year-on-year GDP, that means India will be $35 trillion economy by 2047. So at present we have per capita income 2,000, and it will be reflected into $20,000 economy. And from where we brought it from the research done by the government of India along with the NSTC, okay, ENY. So they asked for them, if we will grow by 6%, 6.5%, we will be at $35 trillion. At present we are standing at $3.7 trillion economy. That means it is almost 10 times of what we are now. Am I making it clear? Yes, no, maybe. Any questions till now? So who will get benefited out of this? We all. Majorly you. Anna. So who needs to work hard for this? All of us and more you. Right? So again, another point. The other day we are talking about we have at this moment 43 crore people who are into the middle class. So normally the average per capita income is $2,000, and the middle class gets close to $4,000, right? And by 2047 we will have 100 crore middle class, and at that time the projected per capita income will be $20,000, and the middle class will be spending close to $40,000. That means there will be money which will be in surplus. That means it will be enabler for a lot of jobs, innovation, startups, whatnot. So if we will be $35 trillion economy, if not second, at least we will be the third economy at that time. Okay. And geopolitically also, if you will go, at this moment, all the countries they are having, one or other problem. In that way also we are safe. That means we have full opportunity. Okay. So at the same time, these opportunities will also bring a lot of disruptions. The study done by Deloitte and put it into the 7 disruptors. The first disruptors is technology everywhere. So everywhere there will be technology. So there are smartphones. While we are talking, also people are just searching. so this will be a biggest disruptor. So when you know something, when you have artificial intelligence, when you have robots, when you will have this mobile phones, you need to use it diligently. The second disruptor is tsunami of data. Which data you need to use? You need to know exactly what to be used, where to be used, when to be used. Otherwise, data is everywhere, but when there will be need, you will not find the data. Right? And the third disruptor is, it is again painful coming from the HR background. At this moment, the youngsters they are not sticking at a job. Every 2.5 years, they are switching the jobs. So guys, widening and deepening is the mantra of growth. So you need to widen certain skills and you need to deepen at least 1 or 2 or 3 skills. Okay, and keep deepening that, then you will be a subject matter expert. And the frequent change of jobs, that is also bringing a lot of disruption into this thing. And being into HR, we are also finding ways and means from day one how to get productivity out of those people who are joining in. Otherwise, we have a very stringent induction process. So the fourth disruptor is the millennials. They are reaching to almost 50% of the workforce, and the needs of the millennials are different than some of us were sitting in the front rows, right? So we also need to give them space at the same time. Also, we need to channelize their energy and put them into the productive jobs. That is again a challenge for both of us. Okay, and there are automations. It is vulnerable. You see, there are huge automations that is happening. So, for example, in manufacturing, we happen to have lathe machine, milling machine, lot of machines, and the machining was being taken by the 3D printing. We say it as additive manufacturing. So the in automobile also the eyes will be replaced with EV. So the people who are into the eyes specific jobs, particularly into the machine shop, okay, and into the engine assembly area, their jobs will go. So at that time, okay, and maybe the collaborative robots will take a lot of stereotype jobs. So we also need to have a reskilling strategy so that the people who are into the workforce can be smoothly migrated from one role to other role. So say for example in academia you might have more knowledge and skill. Okay guys, tell anyone what is the difference between knowledge and skill? Yeah, please go ahead.
Knowledge is the information about something. Skill is how to use. Skill is how to use that knowledge.
Almost close. Very knowledge is information, okay? And using that information, use it, practice it, correct it, again do that, do the practice, and you will get the skill, right? So for your academic understanding, we say it as the skill levels. That skill level that goes from L1 to L4. So if I will have a circle and if I will have a cross in the back, then the first part is L1, second part is L2, third part is L3, fourth part is L2. When I say L1, it is someone who knows the theory. It is important because every time you need to switch between skills. So L1 is only knowing the knowledge. You can fetch those from the Coursera, Udemy, from so many methodology books, professors. Okay, L2 is like L2 is knowing the thing and can work under guidance. You can directly work. So for example, knowing computer is something and working on computer is something, right? So working under guidance is L2. L3 is work independently. L4 is master of the subject. You can teach other subject. Okay, so that is the only definition of skill. So we need to find ways and means. Then explosion in contingent workforce. As again, this is also important for all of you to understand. Gig workforce, you heard the name gig workforce. So basically, the gig workforce, the new concept though, but there are not many fixed roles. So for example, there can be time when you will be needing more people, and there can be time when you will be needing less people. So we need to have that flexibility everywhere. In academia, in industries, everywhere. So, for example, let me pick one example of Diwali. Okay, during the Diwali time, the vendors they require more people because their business is high. At the same time, after Diwali, they may not be requiring more people. So, we need to have this flexible model. So, you need to be flexible in your mindset. Okay, and you need to bring entrepreneurial mindset. Whenever there will be opportunity, you can be entrepreneur there. Am I making my point here? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, then the technology is getting cheaper. So if the technology is getting cheaper, we need to understand how to use the technology for our advantage. Okay, so these are the discussions and how to mitigate those and how to leverage those technology for our own benefit is going to be next year. So guys, at the same time there are forces which are shaping the future of work. So I can tell you about the distributed workforce. When I say distributed workforce, there was time like there is a factory and people happen to go there and work. Now the concept is not there. There can be people who can be working from outside, okay, virtual work. There can be people who can be going there and working physical work. There can be people sitting globally to do the sales and servicing of this. Okay, there can be people who can be in the strategic sourcing and be sitting across the globe. And you need to come, take all these people along with that. That is also a challenge, and you need to develop the mindset to work anywhere, work everywhere. Means you need to also understand the culture of different countries. You need to study. If you have to study something, to study the culture so that you can able to adapt that culture. Okay. Changing the demographics. See, at this moment, India is in a very interesting place. We have all kind of people into different, different age groups into the different roles. So you have to sometimes, we in industry say reverse mentoring. Some of you might be knowing something which is, say maybe into the technology, maybe better than a leader. Then the leader needs to make you coach for that. Okay, so we say it as a reverse mentoring. It is working there. So you also need to have how to deal with people. The communication skills needs to be strong. New societal expectations. The expectations are changing, and with the changing expectations, we need to adapt those. Then the task disruption. When I say task disruption, today you are working in X technology, and maybe in 3 years that technology will disappear. So the academia has a suggestion to the academia to integrate the courses with the industries so that you will be always job ready. Okay, so some of you should not hesitate to go to the industry, work along with the people. See, if you are doing engineering, in my slide you will be actually knowing. If you are doing X course, then what you will do. Okay, so don't hesitate to work with people who are ready your hands, just learn the skill because industry is having the cutting edge technology. Academia to adapt those, they will have some time because industry needs to compete with the global players. So they will always have edge in terms of the technology. Okay. So skills of the future, go and do the research and understand what are the skills of up to 2025, what are the skills up to 2030, okay, and start doing the course. That is the knowledge part. Third is the new business model, and do not hesitate to experiment. Do not hesitate. Don't always try to break the status quo, right? Next. So national credit framework, I was told that you are knowing about the national credit framework. So I may not speak much about the national credit framework, but guys, it is a game changer. I will only bring few elements into this next slide. Next slide. So I was part of some of the committees, so I would like to bring only few elements next slide. So this is the framework. So here I'm trying to bring this element. We have a horizontal mobility and vertical mobility. Let me take one example. It happens in the industry. Say if someone uh, has completed say diploma or degree, the degree, and into a degree course, and after 3 years, if somebody wishes to move from the degree course, okay, wish to do work for a certain time and come back to the degree course maybe after 3 years, then after 1 year you will get the degree because the credit framework framed that way. Okay, say for example, let me take one example of one of my students. So the student, over the 10th pass, we joined to a course. We call it as a level 4 course. After the level 4 course, somehow this inclination was there to becoming engineer. So we put them into a bachelor in vocational course, VVOC course. Okay, so she did the VVOC course for 3 years. Okay, after the VVOC course, means that VVOC course also while working in the plant. Okay, after the VVOC course, she wished to have a management course from somewhere else. So she could able to do it. Now she is working for that. Okay. So this type of flexibility it is bringing. It is not only with the students, it is also with the people who are experienced into the professional. Say for example, somebody who is passed out a degree and working in the industry for few years. So for that also we have a framework where more than 4 years experience means number of experience into multiplied by 1.7 credits. So that will give me exactly another credit so that I can be eligible to apply for another job. Okay, this kind of flexibility is bringing. I don't think it will be at this moment. It may be good for the members to know, not for it will be useful for the rest. This is it. So, government of India, what they did was, in 2019, I got opportunity to visit a lot of universities in Russia. That was the world skill time. Yes, so universities from universities from different other countries like came to Russia. So there we have a discussion. So their framework was very simple. You can have normal academy, you can have skill-based academy, and they can be merged, and you can go to the university and complete the PhD. So at this moment, the government, push it hard to ensure the steel academy and the normal academy can go hand on hand. And then introduce the skill from the very starting age. Okay. So everything is put into the credits. Okay, everything is leveled with a level descriptor. So PhD means level 8. Okay, so it is being defined. If you wish to know more about this, I can explain, put this inside it and go on and on. But at this moment, I can also proudly say, okay, we have a framework which is at par and in fact better than Europe's framework. Because in their case, you have to go to university after certain age. Okay. So in our case, you can have it in the, you can complete your course curriculum inside the industry. You can complete your course curriculum inside the college. You can complete your skill curriculum while in university. And you will have a PhD certification maybe a different way if you are working in a operations or into the plant. So guys, this is interesting maybe for you because see, this will define who you will after your course. So in industry, if somebody is a vocationally qualified or a 10th pass, 12th pass or ITI, they normally joins as a worker. If somebody who is a diploma or a degree, they normally join as a junior management category. And somebody who is a normally the BTech and the PGTs, postgraduates and the management trainees and the CS, they join into the middle management. And from middle management to the top management, you need to have the leadership interventions and your, I have spoken about the knowledge and skill, and here I am talking about the AH. What is this AH? Your attitude and your habit of doing that. Normally in academics we have studied ask, attitude, skill, knowledge, or in industry we talk about the class. Oh, ये वाला नहीं. It is a different class. AASH. Knowledge, attitude, skill, and the H is habit of doing it again and again. Right? So this is the way normally industry think about it, and you all have the opportunity if you wish to enter into the industry, and this is the way. Now you know where you will be entering. Okay, and if you have an entrepreneurial mindset, if you need to have your own startup, government is having enormous skills, you could able to do that. So how industry is interacting with the academia, the campus hires, we hire people from the campus, awareness programs. This is also a kind of awareness program we are running. Then the intensive opportunity in the academia, curriculum co-designing. I myself is into numerous universities to design the curriculum allocation, and indirectly we are adapting the colleges. Okay, we are doing the social media campaign and the factory visit, campus outreach programs to that. In fact, our company itself is running a huge campus challenge program. Okay, more than 1 million people they are participating in that. Yeah. So guys, this is also important for all of you. Just try to touch upon this. So when I say employment, see there will be a huge opportunity. But at the same time, we need to understand when we talk about any manufacturing setup, we have a upstream, we have a downstream, and then we have the original equipment manufacturer. When I say original equipment manufacturers, so they normally go with the high-end skills. The skills I have also mentioned like Industry 4.0, IoT, additive manufacturing, AI, digitalization, sustainability, emerging mobility solutions, and innovation. These are the focus things they look for when they go to any university. Okay, and the level of the students is very high because the number of opportunities are getting lesser and lesser because a lot of automation happened already. But when we go to the supply, the level of skills may be moderate. Okay, they are looking for the problem solving ability, robotics, and mechatronics. Okay, and the welding, CNC. These are the skills normally they are focusing into it. Of course, there will be analytics and the problem solving mindset. Okay, and the people requirement will be high because a lot of OEMs they are actually giving their job to the supply chain partners so that they will be more focused into the quality of the product and the productivity. Okay? And the after sales there is a huge opportunity sales and service. Okay, and they are going to have a your customer orientation is to be very high and your digitalization skills is to be very high. You need to reach out, find the ways and means to reach out to the customers. Okay, and entrepreneurial mindset needs to be there for the sales and service. And on top of that, the technology players are those who actually supply the equipment and the technology to all these. Okay, so you can start your own startups. There is a huge opportunity. This is how I am trying to position where you will be working. So there is another opportunity also. This is what the government has focused a lot in these days. That is the industry integrated courses. Yes, so when I say industry integrated course, it is also dual mode of education or while learn. So instead of you pay money, you will be getting money while into the education. So say for example, in a company, if you are entering, 8 hours you will be working there, okay, and 2 hours you will be learning, and their technical facilities are the training facilities. Okay, so say for example, the sales point also you will be working there and learning. So nowadays also we have digital mode, so universities are training from outside for 1 or 2 hours. Okay, and the application of this knowledge and skill is inside the premises of the company. Okay, so every month companies pay stipend, and you know this has benefited a lot of people. In our company also we have this type of skills. So these type of skills increase the employability opportunities. For example, any graduate bachelor's course, 3 to 4 years course, 3 to 4 years you will be practically working in the industry. Okay, and at the same time you will be learning. So your credits and the syllabus part will be taken care by the university. Okay, and the industry will be ensuring that you will be getting opportunity to work on this. You will get more skilled and job ready than others. Okay, also you will develop the soft skills during that. Next. So guys, at the same time, it is also for the millennials. See, because see, your thought process and the thought process of our generation are a little bit different. So at this moment, it is like highly disconnected but strongly connected work that we are developing. Because people will be sitting everywhere, but at the same time, the industry needs to provide these opportunities so that they can also be connected. They also, there are setups where people say, I belong to this place, but this does not belong to me. Then you can come with a laptop and say, work in the office setup. We say it as a co-sharing, and maybe after 15 days you will come again. So the company will not keep that place again. So somebody else will be sitting there. Okay, it is like a co-sharing place. Yeah, that. So I love to be at place where easily I can interact with my coworkers. So you may be anywhere, but you can able to. So that is the reason why we have digitalization, we have Google Meet, we have Zoom, we have so many things. Okay. And you need to adapt it from day one. So I also request the academia not to go with the stereotypes, college type, every day teaching. You give them opportunity. They should be anywhere, but they can attend the class. I don't know whether it will be possible or not because the responsibility lies on both. You also need to be sincere at the same time. The academics needs to provide that to some. Okay. So inspiring, collaborative, and inclusive kind of setups are required to make India, develop less than by 24. I would like to have another slide. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what is the age of eagle? Anyone? Age? So definitely we have a gift for the one who will be answering. On your behalf. Yeah. What is the age?
20 to 30 years.
30 years. So guys, see, thank you. Please share about it. so the age of eagle is probably 40 years. Okay? But it is not it. After 40 years, see, the eagle is having very strong, talons, okay, so that could able to grab the prey, and the beak is sharp, and the wings are so that could able to take the prey and go high, okay. So having very strong wings. But what happens with respect to time when the eagle becomes 40 years old? The beak that gets bent. It is difficult for the eagle to attack the prey, okay? And the claws and the column that gets weaker, and the feathers that becomes thick, and it is difficult for the eagle to fly. So in this case, all the three strong points of eagle that becomes weakness. So eagle has two choices. One is to wait and die. Second is to transform. So if you will be eagle, what you will be doing? Transform. So the transformation is very difficult. We like to know how the eagle transforms. Basically, eagle fly and sit under the the mountain and break the beak. Okay, then it waits till the beak comes. It is a 50 to 60 days process. Once once it gets the beak, actually cut its claws, okay, and wait till the it gets the claws. And once it gets the claws, it takes out again it is a 40-45 days process. And once it gets the claws, it takes out all the feathers. And again wait for around 60 days. So that gets the new feather. And with this 150 to 180 days transformation process, the eagle becomes a new eagle and flies back to the original place and lives for another 30 years. Okay, that is the story of eagle. So that is how the eagle can able to transform. How many of you wish to transform yourself? Thank you. There are many. Yeah. So be like the eagle, adapt, evolve, and thrive in the VUCA world. What do you mean by VUCA? Yeah, please go ahead. Okay, please go ahead.
Modified B stands for modified, A stands for ambiguous, C stands for complex, and
Answer.
stands for uncertainty.
Answer. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. So volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Okay. So again, we have other topics like Bani, Puna, whatever. But if you are ready to transform, then all this Bhuta, Bani, Puna will not restrict you to grow. Thank you very much. Next question, please. You can also connect with me using my LinkedIn profile and ask me.
माइक मांग रहे हैं थोड़ा माइक मांग रहे हैं इसको माइक मांग रहे हैं anyone if anyone interested to ask any question or if they like किसी को भी कुछ doubt है हाथ पकड़ के सर कुछ चाहिए था क्या बोला
If anyone has any questions, I request you to please raise your hand and you'll get a mic.
मैंने क्वेश्चन फॉरवर्ड किया गया स्टूडेंट्स I think my names are full of dedication. It's okay.
While we thank Swati for this wonderful, inspiring, session that we have had, giving us what it means to be in the future. I'm sure you have many questions, but at least some of them he can take and he can answer. So please do not hesitate. The first lesson you learned today was to grab opportunity. You have an opportunity to ask. And one of the easiest thing to do is ask questions. You have an opportunity. Yes, please.
That's so cute.
Love. The youth is the power of our country, but today youth are wasting their time in government jobs, preparing for government job. And government jobs will got just only 5% in all over India. So what do you think about this? It is impact on our economy or not? Good. Preparing for the government job. Okay. So in my view, again, it's my own personal view. Government jobs will always be there. And the people who are aspiring to become, a government servant can, prepare for the government job and aspire and become government servant. But why for the
Vande Mataram
government
kida?
job? There are so many opportunities. Why this generation is not thinking of becoming entrepreneur? There are huge opportunities. In my slide also, I have tried to show you. For all these things, there are the aggregator who supplies the equipment, the technology, the machineries. What are that? See, the jobs will be limited. It's not like that government will have surplus jobs and government will come up with say the next jobs. Then they have to pay salary from our tax only, right? Now? So you have two choices. Either compete for that, put delta X extra effort and crack that, or think of something else. Only I have answered to your question. See, let me also try to connect. There are two circles. One is circle of influence, second is circle of concept. So circle of influence is something on which we have control. So control is like preparing hard for the government to do it. If it is your dream, prepare hard and hard till you crack it. Okay, and the circle of concern is we have limited jobs. So it will always remain a concern. So it depends upon you where you need to work. If you work on the circle of influence, it will grow. And if you work in your circle of concern, it will right. So it is up to you whether you will be called as a positive person or a negative person. Right. Okay, guys. Thank you for bringing this question. So, how many of you know if you improve by 1% a day, how many times you will be improved after a year? Anyone? Yeah. 38 times. Very good. 38. So, but God you need to read every day. You need to start improve by 1% a day. If it is your dream, then improve. If it is not dream, you're trying to blame government. You can keep blaming government, you can keep blaming others, but few minutes, get the job. The other question. I guess I have taken 15 minutes extra. What do you say?
I have a question. In the developing country, what should how you prefer? Shall you prefer business or what do you
So yeah. So if I take your question rightly, so what you need to prefer? Okay. So if I could able to go back in your age, I should have preferred to becoming entrepreneur. I should have preferred to have my own startup. Because we have enormous opportunities at this moment. Somehow in our time we never have got those.
I wish I had
Okay,
a knife.
and there are people who have probably we are not. So in your age, I will prefer to become entrepreneur. Instead of doing job, I will prefer to give job. The answer to your query,
we are developing country, but now education still teaching traditional way. When will be used new modern techniques to learn. So, as an example, we are learning a subject that we are not useful in next semester also. So, why we are learning?
Correct. Let me pick it.
I instead of like we can use that subject or skill something that we use in the next 4 years, next after that.
Let me pick it from here. So basically the goal of academia is widen. So widen your horizon. Okay. So if you will have a horizon, then you may not able to visualize what is happening. So that is the reason why they widen. But speak your own skill. Among those, speak your own skill. Work on that. Okay. And other sources on that you can. You can find through the LinkedIn. How many of you are in LinkedIn? Very unfortunate. I hope all of you should be the LinkedIn. Just would visit. Say for example, if your aspiration is auto, okay, go to the automobile professionals, ask them the questions, okay, build upon your skill. The academy will give you, they will teach you on every aspect because someone who is joining to the academy, for example. So somebody might have inclination towards the farm or somebody into the auto, somebody into the manufacturing, somebody into that. Okay. So they have to, widen your horizon. But for people, it is you, only you need to spend time into that. But yes, academia is also changing. They are also, more into the, industry integrated courses. But again, for complete transformation, it will take time. And let me again repeat. In my presentation of Amritkaal, I have tried to speak a critically. For your understanding, we have National Skill Development Council, under which there are 37 sector skill councils. Okay, each sector skill council, so for example, automotive skill development council. For electronics, there is a ESC. For agro, there is a sector skill. For beauty, there is a sector skill. To name anything, we have a sector skill. Go to that, Google that, go to the QP qualification track, have that course. There also you will be finding who are the training partners to them, connect with them. Okay, do that course. Right? But good question. Any?
How to plan dream job in big company?
That's good question. Dream job, dream company. Okay. So let it bring. There are four elements. One is the getting a job. Second is doing a job. Third is growing with the job. Fourth is the switching the job. There are four elements in the employability skill if you wish to do the job. So by the way, what is your dream company? Sorry, Microsoft. So how many Microsoft leaders you are following in your LinkedIn? Are you following some Microsoft leader? Currently not. है ना मुझे पकोड़ा खाने का इच्छा है तो पकोड़ा के लिए मैं बनाऊंगा ना so I have to make it right so if you wish to have something to work on that okay if you not work on that and if you will be saying okay I need to do this it is my dream then it will be like a very large you have to build that have I answered to your query. Okay, so dream something big and change for that dream. You have the opportunity. Yeah. This is a similar question I normally get from the students. But I again request, intentionally I asked this question because when I saw a has to do their raise their hand, they are not in LinkedIn. That means you need to have professional goals. You need to go and be on the TED talk, okay, of the leaders. You will know a lot. Then only you could able to, okay, say for example, if you wish to aspire for some certain kind of job, you just research about that job. You said you are using ChatGPT, you are using Gamma, you are using, there are so many AI tools. If you are using those AI tools, use those tools for your advantage. Anna, have I answered to your query? Please do the research. Okay?
I guess it's done, bro. Hmm?
No more question. Thank you, I enjoyed.
Students, students, please maintain the decorum of the hall. हैंड माइक मिल सकता है हैंड माइक Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. As we come towards the end of this session, I would like to invite Mr. V.S. Chaudhary, Registrar, JSPM University, to propose the vote of thanks.
So, we've had a wonderful session today. Excellent presentation, wonderful session, wonderful speaker. We kept us captivated. Giving us the gist of what it means to be a developed nation, how all of us need to contribute, realize our responsibilities to the growth of the nation, how we need to give back, how we need to celebrate our. And he also mentioned that power lies with the youth of the country. We will have many more such sessions in time to come. And let us thank once again Sudhanshu for coming all the distance, traveling all the distance from Delhi to come and talk to us, to inspire us. Can we all stand and give him a standing ovation? A big round of applause. Thank you. Please remain seated. We have another 5 minutes for this session to get over. After the guest has
I request the audience to please maintain the decorum of the hall.
yeah, please keep silence. Please maintain silence.
ये बोलना जरूरी नहीं था ये बोलना जरूरी नहीं था ये तो ऐसा
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
मेरी अमानत मुझे दे दो
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank AICT who gave us this opportunity to conduct this kind of informative session of Mr. Sudhanshu Singh. I would like to thank Ministry of Education, PMO office. I would like to thank Mr. Sudhanshu Shekhar Baderi, who has delivered a very much wonderful session with their slides and the goal of
2047. I would like to thank our Honorable Honor Secretary Sir, Professor Dr. P.J. Sawant, President Sir, Dr. Ravi Doshi, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P.B. Ahuja Sir, our governing body member, Dr. Ajit Khete Sir, our team members, Dr. Hise Anand Sir, all the deans and the principal who are present here to listen this wonderful session. I would like to thank all the teachers, faculty, and all the students who have patiently listened uh, this wonderful session and contributed to this successful conduction of this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Let us all stand together in unity.
So all the students, please come forward. Please, we will have one photograph with Mr. Sudhanshu sir. We can manage it outside on the staircase.
Let us all stand together in unity and respect, honoring our nation and its value. Please rise for our national song. Vande Mataram. National song. Start. Start. Now we may all disperse from the auditorium.
Photograph session.
Students.